So what I'll just be going through with this recording is just showing where the tenders are placed, as well as how a supplier can actually go in and register themselves on the Central Goldfield Shire Council tender portal. So first of all, for them to go to, they need to go to the site here, which is highlighted. So the address is app.eprocure.com.au/Central Goldfields and then /. Now, if I demonstrate that here for you, I'll just cut this, get rid of that, paste it, push enter, and that takes to the same site. Now, for suppliers, there's a couple of bits here. So first of all, the actual tenders themselves, you can log in and access, or well, you can see public tenders that are available through Central Goldfields by scrolling down. So these are the ones that are currently available, and you can just go through and visit for any other tenders that are available publicly. To actually access the tender, you will need to log into the tender portal. You just click on the login register, which I'll go through in a moment. Just a couple of things. There's also a chat as well. So if you want to get help, you click on that bit in the bottom right-hand corner. You put some details, and our online support chat will also come in and help you as well. If you minimize it, you can always go back to it. There's no problems at all. The chat is available during regular business hours. So if you leave a message after hours, it'll send an offline message to us here, and we can reply the next day or the next working day. Now, to actually register, actually, just before I do that, I'll go through a couple other details here as well. So the home is the main thing. Awarded is dependent on when they're uploaded into the system. For tenders that are awarded, I'll go through that separately off this recording because that's an internal thing with Central Goldfields. Contact us is around if you have any technical issues. This is to contact eProcure to help you work through the process of whatever you're trying to do on a technical level. This is the Australian number. You can also fill in your details here as well, and that will go through to eProcure, and the eProcure will then follow up with you by email or a call, depending on the situation. Now, the help. There's also a couple of items on a couple of bits and pieces as well. Unsubscribe from receiving emails, new portal overview, types of files. So these are just some bits and pieces on doing this, and this is how you register. So you click on that. It gives us some information about the registration process and just some frequently asked questions. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here, and I'm actually going to show anybody that's new how to register for Central Goldfields. So first of all, you go to the top right-hand corner, you click on the login register button. Now, if you have an account, your primary identifier is the email. So every account has a unique email address. Password is something that you receive once you create the account. Now, if you ever forget your password, you can also click the forgotten password, enter your email, and it'll send you an email to give you your link. If for whatever reason your email security doesn't receive it or blocks it or whatever, you can always call eProcure, and we get a copy that we can re-forward to you if needed. If, however, you don't have or if you're not sure if you have an account, you can click on check registration details. You put your email address in there, and it'll tell you if you have a registered account. If, however, you haven't registered previously with Central Goldfields, what you do is you click on the register here and you follow the details. So first of all, you can see the details there, pretty self-explanatory. The main thing is this bit here. So there's a number of steps here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, and there's a summary. On this page is the business information. Now, this information will pull the data up from the ABN lookup site. So for my organization, I am BCI. A BCI Media Group. So the idea is that you grab your ABN number, you say yes, you put the ABN number, and when you do the check, it'll just do this bit first, of course. This is just a security protocol. And what it'll do is it'll actually pull up the details from your ABN lookup. So if you haven't updated this for a while, it's well worth updating because it will pull this information from there. Now it'll give the company name, the trading as name, it'll give the bunch of options that's in line with what's on here. So again, it's worth updating these details if you haven't, and it's something you probably should do anyway, but that's a whole separate thing. So if you're satisfied with that, you click on the next step, which is entering the details. Okay. Enter first name, last name, email address, confirm your email address just to make sure that it's not a bot signing you up. Phone number here. Put your company address in there. Now it does do this bit here. Now, of course, it's pretty much going to be Australia. We do offer this service in other countries as well. Fill that in, use it as your postal address, click next. Now the classifications is just so that Central Goldfields can identify you so that in future they may decide to put out other tenders that are related just to particular industries, but it's really just around that. This does not affect alerts or anything like that, just to be aware. So what we're going to do is we're going to say building, and you can choose multiple types of classifications there. Now you can, if you don't see your classification, just click the closest one. It is a mandatory field, so you will need to fill something in there. So you can also select other. I know it sits under roads, but you can also select other as well if need be. Once you're happy with that, you'll get a summary, go through the details. If you need to change anything, go back to the edit. Otherwise, click the checkbox. This is the terms and conditions. You can see those at your own pace. Essentially, just talking about fair use policy. And then you click register. Do the security check to make sure that you are human. When you've checked all the boxes, yep, it'll thank you for registering. Give you a contact number to call us in Australia if you need to. It's a 1-800 number, so it's free. And then what you do is you wait for your email to come through. Now this one's already been created, so you get an email not unlike this. And what you do is you set up your password. So it'll pop up a screen. You set up your password. We do prefer that you have a stronger password strength. The more secure, the better. In this case, I'm just going to do one that I know works. Save new password. And then you get access to log in. Now, once you're logged in, once you go in, just before I actually do log in, let me just, so once you've set up your password, you'll get a confirmation email saying that you've successfully changed it, even though it's set up for the first time. So you log in. Won't always give you this, the reCAPTCHA thing, but in this case it has on the recording. You verify, and you're in. And what you can then do is you can then view any tenders, you can register for opportunities. If you're invited to any other opportunities, you can go there. Any open opportunities, any closed opportunities, so that's ones that have closed off. You can go into a resource library and you can upload things like insurance certificates that might be required for tenders, things like that. The other bit is that in the top right hand corner, the login has been replaced by the details of the profile. So you can double check the details. You can edit the profile if you need to. You can change the classification. You can reset your passwords. And you can also switch on or off notification access as well. That concludes this video on how to register for Central Gulf Shire Council's tender portal. Thank you.